Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this video is going to be pretty much an update video. I'm going to show you how I updated my gallery wall with this picture light here and a couple other updates around the house. So let's get into it. So this is the box that it came in, the light, and this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like inside. I'm not using any of the wiring. You're supposed to screw it to a junction box. I'm not doing that. I'm not about that life. I'm not about to get electrocuted. I'm not an electrician, so I'm just gonna do the screw plate without the wiring. And because it only came with these screws, I'm gonna have to use drywall screws, and those are right here. So I'm going to use these. This is a handy box that I got from IKEA. So I'm just going to use these to mount the plate and make sure it's sturdy, and then I'll connect the light. All right, here we go. All right, I had it placed on the wall, the screw plate with push pins. I always like to do that to figure out my placement first. So I have that. Now it's just a matter of screwing it into the wall. So here I'm just simply screwing in the screw plate with regular drywall screws. It was a little tricky, but I got the job done. I will have the full reveal at the end of the video. So moving on, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I didn't get enough panels of curtains when I originally purchased these. So I finally bought one, but I didn't want to get two full-sized ones because the wall that I want to cover is very small. So I purchased one, and my plan is to cut that panel in half and utilize that one panel. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you this process and let you see how I did it. Okay, so I have my curtain panel on the floor laid out, and I measured along that middle crease, and it was pretty accurate to be exactly in the middle. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut along that crease, and hopefully I don't ruin it. So we'll see. So after cutting the liner of the curtain, I realized the velvet material also had a really defined crease. So I simply just repeated the process and cut along the crease. I didn't get it on camera, but it's pretty much the same thing that you see here. Alright, so I got the curtain split. I just need to cut the seam at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, while cutting this section of the curtain, I realized I was going to encounter a problem. The right half of the curtain would be missing that little loop, and that's what I'm using to hang the curtain. So that little section to the right after I cut it is going to be kind of like hanging down. So I'm going to have to come back with some more material and create another loop so it hangs up properly. So I got my husband to help me with this part of it. I would say it's definitely a two-person job because while the rod is disconnected, you don't want the entire other curtain to fall down. So it definitely helps to have help. So simply we just disconnected each section, put the curtain up, and then reconnected it and hung it up. And yeah, you'll see this process here. It worked out pretty well. So I plan on hemming my curtains, or at least using hemming tape. I do know how to sew, and I own a sewing machine, so I could do it either way. I might just do the hemming tape and maybe try to do it while it's still up there. I don't know, we'll see. And then, yeah, this is the outcome, and I'm loving it. It's perfect for what I needed. I definitely think it gives a more finished and polished look, and I like how it kind of gives the illusion that there's just one big window there instead of three. But yeah, I'm really glad I completed this. I wish I would have finished it a long time ago. Curtains can be found in the description box. So I've had this console table for a while now. It's from IKEA, and I had planned on putting square tray baskets in there to kind of utilize that space for storage. So I've been looking around for some. I ended up purchasing these baskets from Target, which I will show you. So these are the baskets that I ended up purchasing. They are Studio McGee. Love them, love them, love them. I'll link them below. But unfortunately, they were a tad too big. I'm talking about like centimeter. So I can fit one, but I was unable to fit the two that I ordered. So I'm gonna have to return them and go back to the drawing board. So I finally received my Entryway runner. I had been waiting a while to get this in. It kept becoming sold out, so it was pretty frustrating, but I'm glad I finally got my hands on it. Here I'm just kind of unboxing or taking it out of the wrapping and laying it out. Let me know what you think. So one tricky thing about runners is because they're rolled, the edges kind of stay up, and it's really hard to get them to kind of lay down and stay down. But I found a tool that was pretty helpful for me. Let me know if you're interested, and I might do a short video on that. But comment below if you've ever run into that problem. The full look of the runner and my entryway can be found at the end of this video. Next, I'm going to be showing you how I utilize battery-powered light bulbs to power the sconces in my entryway. So this is the box. Purchased this on Amazon, and it comes with a 4-pack. Also comes with a remote here, so you can turn it on and off, you can time it, and then it comes with like this little caddy thing that you can attach to the wall, so if you want to hang the remote on the wall, it goes in like that. So the bulbs come like this, and this is removable. And then if you need this, you can take this part off, which is a sticker, and stick it. And then there's also screw holes. So you have that option. So here are 3 of them. And then you just unscrew it like this. Like that. And then you can actually take this off. There's a ring here, but you can actually take this part off and actually screw this part into an actual lamp. So that's awesome. So if you need to light a lamp, without a plug or without power, you can do that. And also, this is where you insert the batteries. So it comes with a couple of sets of the batteries, and you just put them in there. So I'm gonna put these in there like so. Like that. And then you put it in like this, like so, like that. And I'm gonna leave this off because I'm gonna screw it in. And as long as you screw it in tightly to where this part there's pressure on that part, the light will turn on. So there you go, that's how it's gonna work. Okay, let's go screw it in. So I'm just gonna put this in like this. So I'm twisting it in pretty tight here, and I got it in. It looks like a regular light bulb right here. Now we just need to turn it on, see, and it works. Turn it off, and now, okay, so we're turning it on. Yeah, and off. So both of them turn on. I don't know if you can see.
Let me do it, please. Let me do
Zara, wait. And then off. And then on, off, on, off. And then you can time it. See, 30 minutes. So let's see. I'm gonna turn it on. Press the 30 minutes. And I think it stays for 30 minutes. We'll see. And then you can dim it. I have to play around with this dimming thing. Okay, so we're gonna leave it and see if it'll stay on for 30 minutes and then turn off by itself. And I'm gonna turn this light off just to see how it is without any lights. And I like it. Now moving on to the final update. These are just photos of my kitchen before. I had been wanting to do something with the island for the longest time. I definitely plan on having it professionally done and resurfaced so the bottom looks more like a cabinet. But until then, this white is bothering me, so we are going to paint it. And here I have it taped up already, ready to go, and let the painting process begin. Can you guess what color I'm gonna paint this? I bet you can. And excuse the mess. So let's get started. So right here, I'm about to get started. Then I noticed, oh, the floor is not protected. So I went to go get a piece of paper to cover the floor. You want to make sure you protect that because paint on tile is a nightmare. So here I am just doing the first coat. The plan is to do the first coat, get it covered with the roller, and then I'm gonna go back and do another coat, and then I will be filling in the bottom and top sections via paintbrush. actually the leftover paint that I used for my entryway cabinet project, so I love that I'm utilizing that extra paint. So this project was actually completely free. I already had all the materials. So right here you can see me going in precision wise using a paintbrush just to make sure I'm making it nice and neat, and I'm keeping the paintbrush pretty dry because I don't want any paint dripping through the tape. I want a really clean line, so I'm just kind of brushing side to side, trying to utilize everything left on the brush. So as soon as I finished with the paintbrush, I immediately started removing tape. You definitely want to do this when it's wet so that you can still fix any imperfections that you may see because the paint is still wet. So like that small section there, I was able to wipe off, and you definitely will get more clean lines when you remove the tape when it's wet. Okay, it's reveal time of all the updates that I did. First is the picture light. I'm really loving it. I think it gives it a polished look, even though it doesn't work, which is fine. I feel like it's giving what it needs to give, and even if it did work, the chances of me turning that on are slim to none. So I think I'm going to keep it as is for now. I'm really enjoying it, and I love how it gives another brass touch in the room because that is my accent color for the room. And then here is the runner. I feel like it matches pretty well. I'm really glad I went with this one. I originally got another runner that I really liked, but it just did not fit the space, so I'm glad I didn't just settle for that. Definitely make sure you're loving your pieces, you're using your hard-earned money for them, so if it doesn't work out, don't be scared to return it. I love all the black touches and how it complements the black accents. It just fits really perfectly. I didn't want it to be too long either because that space is kind of interestingly shaped. So I didn't want it to go ahead and run right into the entryway cabinet. So I'm glad it cut off right before it meets the cabinet, and you'll kind of see that here. This space is almost finished, but not completely. I definitely plan on dressing up that corner with the chair, adding some more accents there. More videos to come soon on that. The finished look in the kitchen. I love it. My husband was pretty hesitant on letting me do this, but when he saw it, he was like, yeah, you were right. So I love the black. It gives the perfect accent. For a while, I was actually thinking about just painting all the bottom cabinets in my kitchen black, but I think that might be overkill. I think this black gives exactly what it needs, and yeah, I love this look. Tell me what you think. We're reaching the end of the video, so thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy this or want more, definitely subscribe, comment, let me know, and I will keep them coming. Thank you.